I think we should answer some questions.
Sure, why not?
You want to answer some questions?
That's what we do.
Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
It's Ryan
And Angela.
from RNA Music.
Mm-hmm.
Deep in the heart of not Dallas, Texas.
Yes. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wait, no, that's deep in our
Yeah. We are in Texas, though. And it's time to answer some questions. You guys ask questions, you've got answers. First question. Blaine Ludman, Inside the Actor's Studio Questionnaire, used by Bernard Nouveau. Have you ever watched that? Inside the Actor's Studio?
Yes, I have a couple of times with Will Ferrell and Will Smith. Love the Wills.
How does he ask the questions? I don't think I've ever watched it.
He's just like, so, what is your favorite word?
So I'm going to ask you, and then you ask me. We'll do it like this.
Yeah.
What's your favorite word?
Spelunking.
I knew that.
Yes.
Actually.
Yeah.
That we covered that.
Yes.
What is your least favorite word?
Moist.
Moist. What turns you on?
Brand new yarn.
Interesting. What turns you off?
Forks on a plate.
That's a true statement. She does hate that. That's true.
Yeah, it's like being electrocuted.
I think we just answered another one.
Yeah.
What sound or noise do you love?
The sound I love is, ooh, that's hard. I don't know a sound that I necessarily love.
The sound of crochet needles clinking together.
Oh gosh, that's almost like plates.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
That I probably I love the sound of rain hitting like tarp or like a tent. I don't know what the sound of, it's just like this evenly, almost like music. I don't know. It soothes me.
The sound of light rain.
Yeah, light rain.
Yeah, that's nice. I kind of like that one too.
Mm-hmm.
What sound or noise do you hate?
Forks on a plate. Oh gosh, I can hear it now.
Okay, what's your favorite curse word? That's a good one. What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
I would like to attempt. I was actually talking about this with somebody the other day. I would like to be like a tour guide to like some far off country, someplace exotic, and like give people tours of, Jerusalem or, something exotic.
I thought you would say nurse or lawyer.
No, that's not like, that's something I could do. So that's something I would like to attempt to do. Something that probably, I don't know, or like a skydiving instructor or, someone who took people on spelunking adventures.
All right. What profession would you not like to do?
I would not like to clean septic tanks.
No.
Yeah.
If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
It's about time.
I like that answer.
Good on you, mate.
I like that answer. Okay. My turn.
Okay. What is your favorite word?
Guitars.
What is your least favorite word?
Bass. No. Least favorite taxes.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What turns you on?
Guitars.
What turns you off?
Taxes.
Be more creative than that. Start over. What turns you on?
What did you say?
I think I said like yarn or something. I don't know.
Yarn.
I don't even remember
So
now. It's been too long
guitars is
ago.
not a real answer, but yarn is.
But you said it twice.
So
I was creative on all
true.
my answers. What turns you off? Guitars can be that, but what turns you off?
That's a good question.
No guitars.
Deadlines.
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 What sound or noise do you love?
I don't know. That's a tough one. What do you think?
My voice.
That's true. I do love the sound of your voice. I love the sound of your laugh. I like the rain. That was actually a pretty good one. I've never really thought about that.
Yeah, I love the sound of light rain.
Probably an in-tune guitar.
What's a noise or sound you hate?
The alarm clock.
Ew.
I hate that.
Yeah, unless it's the Chinese one.
Oh yeah. The obnoxious one. I don't even like the pretty ones. Like when your alarm goes off way early, I'm like, oh God, what are you doing? Why is your alarm on at 5:30? Like, no reason.
Because I want to try to tell myself to get up and walk,
the
but
alarm.
it never works.
The alarm clock.
What's your favorite curse word?
That's true.
Oh gosh, so many. There's so many. Yeah, Mom would be mad at us if we.
She's fine. She'll be fine.
You're fine, Vanessa.
Fine, Vanessa.
Okay, what profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
I don't really think I have one because I've had a lot of jobs, and I can't think of anything I enjoy more than playing guitar, teaching guitar. So.
That's good. That's a good
Nothing
place
else.
to be. What profession would you not like to do?
Scuba diver or scuba dive instructor.
Yes.
Forget that.
If heaven exists, which it does, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Nice beard. That'd be great. Or come on in.
Yes, exactly.
After I come in, I think nice beard is.
Yes.
You talk about a compliment.
You're.
If the
welcome
Lord says nice beard, I think that's my favorite sound.
Yes.
My favorite sound.
Yes, exactly. There you go.
Alrighty, hope that was entertaining. Mike Barker. Hi. Hi, Ryan and Angela. Hi.
Hi.
Look, I actually got a package from Mike Barker.
Don't show her the address.
You can't see it. Mike sent me something in the mail.
Yes, he did.
Before we answer his question. It's a Thor keychain.
What happened to it?
Focus.
Why is it Thor?
It's a mini Mjolnir. Yeah, I know. I got it. That's pretty funny. Okay. Thanks, Mike. Mike found this somewhere and thought I would enjoy it. I do.
Yes, he does.
Thank you. I have 2 already, but I can never have another one.
Yes, you can.
You can never have too many Mjolnirs. That's what I meant to say. Thanks, Mike. Of all the brands you carry are great, but if you could carry another big name brand, what would it be? Gibson, PRS, etc. What brand would you decline to carry if they approached you? Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for the Mjolnir, Mike. If you could carry another big name brand, what would it be? Probably PRS, honestly, because I talked to them at NAMM, and given the choice between PRS, Fender, and Gibson, I would totally go with PRS. I already own 2 PRSs, and I have an SE, which is great actually,
Right.
and an S2. So definitely it would be PRS. What brand would I decline to carry if they approached you? Well, there's a couple. I'd be like,
Well, let's not be ugly.
no. But probably Gibson. Honestly, that's not. Anyways, of the big ones.
Okay.
Gibson, just because a lot of their requirements are pretty difficult, and they tend to make things difficult for the smaller to medium-sized dealers. Like, I know a lot of stores who were formerly Gibson dealers, and then they weren't, and then they were, then they weren't, and
Yeah.
from what I know, it's just a big headache from everybody I know who carries them, unless you're super sized. But so it'd probably be Gibson. I like, I have an Explorer that I love, and I want a Gibson V that matches my Explorer, and I love to have an old Les Paul Custom and all that stuff, but I don't want that kind of headache as far as being a dealer. Psh. Thanks, Mike. Great questions. Junior Chopper. Hey, Ryan and Angela, do you think Do you think all the best music has already been written and recorded? Always thumbs up here. Thanks. Thanks, Junior. Has all the best music already been written and recorded?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
When? Like a while back?
Yeah, in the last like even 500 years, I think everything that has been beautifully written and composed has been beautifully written and composed. I think that there's a lot of stuff out there that is really just samples, you know, that they've kind of just compiled with other people's stuff. So I think almost everything that is out there that has touched our hearts and has, you know, inspired great art and people to be married and have children and to make this world a beautiful place has probably already been done. And I think that what's sad is that there's not a lot of people out there, I mean, that we see. That's what's so sad. I know there are, but that are creating beautiful things on piano and string instruments and stuff like that, because everything that's out in the front is all synthesized and digital sounding and sounds like computer farts. And so I just really, you know, I miss the classic, not the classical, but just the classic stuff, you know. There are a lot of innovators back in the 60s even, but a lot of times, I mean, you can ask any of them. And so, I mean, if you could ask some of them, because some of them aren't here anymore, their influences were like Bach and Beethoven and Mozart. And so I think, yeah, I mean, from what's been out now, even every genre, it's just like...
What's the last thing that came out, or the last musician or song or artist that came out that really knocked your socks off? Like really hit you in a deep emotional way?
A deep emotional way?
So nobody in the last 20 years?
No.
Okay, there you go.
No. I mean, there's some that are like, wow, that was good. That was catchy. I like to bop my head to that. But none that when I turned it on, I was like, oh, wow, that was intense. You know, nobody. I can say some people, well, first person that kind of comes to mind is Stevie Wonder. I think a lot of songs, and even though some of them were real kitschy sounding, there are a couple that were just like, oh man, that was beautiful. That was really pretty, because it came from somewhere that I don't think a lot of people touched. And there's a few other people that I really was just like, whoa, that came from somewhere deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Angela says, yes, it's all been done.
But there's nothing new under the sun, the Bible says.
I'm going to say probably. Mostly. However, I kind of differ, because I'm trying to think of music that's really just like, oh man, I've heard this and like really impacted me. Like when I was a kid, like the first time I heard Metallica, or the first time I heard Guns N' Roses, or the first time I heard Stevie Ray Vaughan, or the first time I heard, you know, Beethoven. I was like, what the, you know? So for me,
I can still hear Beethoven today, and just I can
listen to a whole symphony and just like,
I can get choked up.
Yeah. Yeah. Recently, for me, now as a guitar guy and I like rock music, for me, Jeff Loomis has been like a big thing that I discovered in the last 6-7 years. I can still listen to his records from like beginning to ending, just like I'm pretty mesmerized by it. But that's really the only like intense new artist style of music, because I've listened to instrumental guitar stuff. Like it's hard for me to listen to like, you know, Steve Vai and Joe Satriani and even Andy Timmons, who I like a lot. A lot of that instrumental shreddy stuff. Yeah, I can only tolerate a little bit of it. And I love guitar, but his stuff, and I'm like, this is the best thing I've ever heard. But it reminds me a lot of like if I'm listening to Bach or Mozart or Paganini or that kind of thing, it hits me that way. But it's electric guitars and it's awesome. But other than Jeff, in the last 2 decades or so, I can't think of like a band that's come out or music I've heard or an artist and been like, it's the best thing I've ever heard. You know? So I've had one, and he's a very niche guy. Like not, you know, he's not massively famous. So I would say probably. Yeah. But you know, I mean, maybe not.
I was like kind of like last week whenever we were talking about the mythical characters. I'm trying to go through the catalog artists that I've known that were just like, whoa, that really. There's been a couple like Johnny Cash songs, even like his other covers of other people's songs. I was like, oh, that came from a really raw place. That was kind of beautiful. And there's been a couple of grunge artists that I was like, wow, that was deep. Yeah, it hurts right there. And but again, they weren't doing anything that was just like this original. Whenever they touched my heart, they were doing somebody else's music.
Yeah.
They were doing covers of stuff. The new thing that I've noticed, people are doing covers, changing genres of popular songs from the 80s. Like they'll take a Cyndi Lauper song and,
make it folky.
And I like that. That's pretty innovative. But again, they're taking something that someone else has already created and changing it. You don't have a lot of innovators where Mozart was doing something with a piano that no one had ever done before. And you don't have a lot of something that someone has done something with something that no one has ever done before.
Everybody builds on somebody.
Yeah.
Everybody takes in their influences and mix it up. And sometimes those mixes work and sometimes they don't. So
if you have somebody that you are really like, this is someone who touched my heart, please share it with us.
That's a great comment.
Down below.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Do you think all the best music's been written already? Or do you think there's still some greatness out there to be written? So comment that right now.
Or people that you think we would totally, jive.
All right. Thanks for the question, Junior Chopper. Brick Breaker. Are there any heritage models available with the larger 59 rounded necks? As far as I know, if you're thinking about the bigger, thicker necks, I think those are 58s. 59s are, I don't know, because the CMGs have a 59 neck and it's not super chunky. I think the 58 is the more chunky neck. But they can make whatever you want. Like if you want a chunky neck, they can make it for you. And it might have to be a custom order. But as far as I know, because I don't find the production models to be like that big chunky baseball bat neck that people kind of associate with the old Les Pauls.
Right.
So I don't know that they have the big fat necks stock, but you can get one built that way. Like if you want, they'll build you. If you want that neck, they will build it for you.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I like to get away from the fat neck.
Fat necks. Well, that's why I have a beard. Thanks, Brick Breaker. R.D. Kirkpatrick. Next question. Friend of ours started a beard products line from home. It's called Mad Viking Beard Co. See, I wonder if he's really a Viking now. Vikings sell right now. My question is this. I'm thinking about buying a Schecter with Sustainiac. Have you used one, and what's your opinion? Well, it's been a long time since I've played around with one. It's been at a store somewhere else, and I've never ordered a Schecter that's Sustainiac equipped.
I like that word.
Sustainiac.
New favorite word.
Sustainiac. Forget spelunking. Now it's Sustainiac.
Perfect.
Not to be confused with Brainiac, because that would be kind of scary if it was Brainiac equipped. It might take over the world.
Smart guitar.
But
play itself.
For me, it's kind of like it's a kind of neat effect kind of thing, but I can't see myself like using one on a regular basis. Like, oh man, I'm gonna use a Sustainiac on every song.
Right.
It's like a cool effect. But the choice of having to give up one pickup slot just for this thing that does this one unique thing versus having a pickup that I really like in that slot. For me, I don't know. I probably wouldn't. The answer is have more than one guitar. And the answer is get you a guitar with Sustainiac so when you want to use it, you can. And then play your other guitars when you don't want to. So.
Yeah, I've never heard of a Sustainiac.
Yeah, it just makes the note. Oh, our battery's about to die. So our battery's about to die. We better wrap this up. That was the last question anyway. So thank you guys so much for your questions. Leave a comment below. And a question. And we'll get to it next week. Red light is beeping. Red light is flashing. Thank you guys so much. Keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
Bye.
Bye.
Biscuits.
Spelunking.
Biscuits.
Staniac, no.